Okay, hello everyone. Good evening, guys. Hi, once again. Good evening, everyone. Now, please just comment about the audio and video of the class. Everything is working good. Everything is working fine. Now, I am visible, audible, or still there is any buffering going on. Everyone, just please comment once about everything. Good evening. Good evening, Kiran. Good evening, Ruchi. Good evening, everyone, guys. Good evening. Everyone, now everything is clear, working fine. Just please tell me. Everything is clear? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for confirming. Hi. Hello, Hema. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So, everyone, just kindly please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Everyone, just at least please like and share the video to the maximum you can. And if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, is a request, guys, that please subscribe this channel and press the bell notification icon. Good evening, Gopal. Good evening, Himanshu. Good evening, Hema. Good evening, everyone. So, first of all, what I was telling you in the previous session was that I have given you a very important list of all the important committees related to IEIFS, right? Like the important committee, Narsimha Committee Phase 1, okay? Then we have Narsimha Committee Phase 2. Then we have Committee on Financial System, Padmanabhan Committee, Tarapur Committee, RH Khan Committee. Then we have Verma Committee, YH Malegam Committee, Chakrabarti Committee, Raghuram Rajan Committee, Nehiket Moore Committee, PJ Nayak Committee, Committees for RRB, then NK Singh Committee, then we have Malhotra Committee. These are all the important committees which I have given you. Once I will upload the PDF, you will find all the important committees in one go. You have to revise it just before going to the examination because maybe two or three questions can be asked from this committee list, and then you are good to go for this all committees, right, everyone? Everything is now clear. Okay, good, everyone. So now let's start discussing with the question. The very first question is, which of the following situation best describe the law of demand? So first question is, you have to tell me which of the following situation best describe the law of demand. Situation A is saying that as the price of coffee decreases, consumer buy more coffee. Situation second says that a local coffee shop raises the price of lattes, resulting in fewer customers choosing to buy them. Despite an increase in the price of tea, health trend caused more consumer to buy tea instead of coffee. Fourth situation is when the prices of the milk rises, consumer opt to purchase more cream instead. Now you have to tell me the correct answer. Everyone. So Hema is saying A, Gopal is saying A, Kiran is saying A, Smriti is saying A, Kavita is saying A, Chandan is saying A. Every one of you is saying A. See, when we are talking about the law of demand, see, first thing is law of demand is according to the buyer's approach. Second, there is an inverse relationship between price and demand, keeping all the other factors constant, right? Now, as the price of the coffee decreases, consumer buy more coffee. So price decreases, demand increases. So yes, this is a law of demand. Then, a local coffee shop raises the price of lattes, resulting in fewer customers choosing to buy them. So up here, price of latte increases, so the demand decreases. Yes, it is a law of demand. Now third and fourth, these are actually the exceptions of law of demand, so A is the correct answer. Yes, every one of you is correct here. Yes, A is the correct answer. Yes, A is the correct answer, guys. A is the correct answer. Very simple question. Very simple question, right? Next question. How many members are there in the Asian Clearing Union? Everyone, just please answer this question. How many members or how many countries are there in the Asian Clearing Union? And you have to tell me the members also. You have to tell me the members also. Everyone, how many members are there in the Asian Clearing Union? 7, 8, 9, or 10? And just please comment about what? Please comment about the all countries also who are the member of Asian Clearing Union. So when we are talking about, yes, Asian Clearing Union, we have 9 members in the Asian Clearing Union. And what are these members? Just tell me. Now, everyone, just please tell me about the countries. Everyone, just please tell me about the countries. What are the countries which are in the Asian Clearing Union? So, we have Bangladesh, we have Bhutan, we have India, we have Iran, we have Maldives, we have Myanmar, we have Nepal, we have Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. So, these are the nine members of the Asian Clearing Union, right? And it is actually established for the settlement of the payment system. Okay, regional settlement of the payment system. So for that, Asian Clearing Union has been established. Nine member countries: Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Nepal, Myanmar, Maldives, Iran, India, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. Clear? Now next question. Yes, everyone. Good, good. Now, next question. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding micro, small, and medium enterprises scheme in India? So we have to choose the incorrect statement here. Okay, now choose the incorrect statement here. I have given you the food statement. Now you have to choose the correct statement here, everyone. Udyami Mitra portal was launched to improve accessibility of credit and hand holding services of MSME. MSME Sambandh help micro, small, medium enterprises register their cases of delayed payment system against government department. Digital micro, small, medium enterprises scheme promotes the use of cloud computing for IT infrastructure access, and is fruity focuses on organizing traditional industries into cluster and enhancing their marketability. Now we have to choose the incorrect statement regarding the micro, small, medium enterprises, everyone. Now Chandan is saying B, Rigved is saying C, Smriti is saying B, Hema is saying C, and everyone else. I want answer from each and every one of you. And kindly, please, everyone, whoever is watching this session, please at least like the video. Whoever is watching this session, please just like the video. Okay. So let's talk about the micro, small, and medium enterprises. So you know that for the promotion of MSME, there are a lot of initiatives and scheme that has been started by Government of India. So first is Udyami Mitra portal. It has been launched for the credit and hand holding services to MSME. This is the correct statement. Nothing wrong in the first statement. Then second, micro, small, medium enterprises Sambandh help MSME register their cases of delayed payment against department. Now there are two things. First of all, MSME, micro, small, medium enterprises Sambandh portal is actually to monitor the public procurement from MSME, right? So public procurement means, see, every MSME or every government department has this obligation that they have to procure some of the product from the MSME, right? So to monitor this public procurement, there is MSME Sambandh portal. Okay, whereas for delayed payment system, there is micro, small, medium enterprises delayed payment portal, which is responsible for registering the cases of the delayed payment. So these are two different things. Sambandh is not for delayed payment. Sambandh is for checking the public procurement, whereas a delayed payment system portal, this has been established for the registering the cases against the delayed payment. So obviously B is the incorrect statement. Rest all are the correct statement here. Yes. Rest all are the correct statement here, everyone. Okay, done, clear, everyone. Okay, can we move to the next question, guys? Everyone, just please at least like the video. Whoever is watching this session, share and like the video, guys. Okay, good. Now next question, we have to match the following here. So I have given overnight fund, liquid fund, money market fund. Okay, overnight fund, liquid fund, money market fund. Now these are the three statement. So an open-ended scheme which has a maturity period of 1 day, open-ended debt scheme maturity period up to 1 year, and open-ended liquid scheme investing in debt and money market with a maturity period of up to 91 days only. We have to match the following: overnight, liquid, and money market fund. Very easy. You can just match it from the money market. If you are matching it from the money market, everything is easy. If you are matching it with the money market, everything is easy, guys. Here, everyone just match it with the money market. Lavnesh is saying A, Kiran is saying A, Ruchi is saying A. Okay, every one of you is saying A. Now just let me check. Overnight fund. So you know that overnight means the maturity of 24 hours. 24 hours means to 1 day, right? So yes, this is the overnight fund. So first is A. Liquid fund. Liquid fund is actually for 91 days. And money market fund is yes, up to 1 year. This is an easy question, right? So the correct answer is what? First A, second C, and third B. Right. So A is the correct answer, everyone. Overnight fund, 1 day. Liquid fund, 91 days. Money market fund is up to 1 year. Clear, everyone? Guys, simple, easy question. Okay. So this is that screenshot which I have given you in the mutual fund topic. Remember the screenshots which I have given you in the mutual fund topic. This is that. Okay. I have told you that you have to learn the maturity time period. Okay. So this is the correct answer. Good. Next question. Now, which of the following statement is or are correct? Now we have to choose the correct statement here again. Call money refers to the overnight borrowing lending while notice money covered the transaction from 2 to 14 days, both being uncollateralized. Second, borrowing in call notice money market is subject to a limit of 100% of the capital fund on a daily average, whereas 125% on any single day as per RBI norms. Term money refers to the fund borrowed or lent for a period of over 14 days and up to 1 year. And this is under this segment, it is subject to pre-approved limit sanctioned by Reserve Bank of India. And fourth, the interest in the call, notice, or term money is largely market driven, influenced by liquidity surplus deficit among participating institutions such as bank and primary dealer. Now we have to choose the correct statement here. So we have listed the four statement. Just listen and just read out the four statement carefully, and then you have to answer. Everyone, just please see the four statement carefully, and we have to choose the correct statement here. Everyone, you guys. Everyone, please answer this question. We have to choose the correct statement here. Everyone. Okay, so Krish is saying D. All four statements are correct. Jamini, Rigved is saying A, Irfan is saying C, Kiran is saying B, Ruchi is saying B, Vivek is saying A. And everyone else, please answer this question. All of you, whoever is watching this session, you have to answer this question. Everyone. Just please see and answer this question. Everyone. So, first statement, call money refers to the overnight borrowing, lending, while notice money covers between 2 to 14 days. And both are uncollateralized. Yes, correct statement. Call money overnight, notice money 2 to 14 days, and term money is 14 days to 1 year. Okay. Second, when we are talking about borrowings in this, they are subject to a limit of 100% of the capital fund in our reporting fortnight and 125% on any single day. That is correct. No, nothing wrong. Term money refers to the time period of 14 days to 1 year. No. But under this now, third statement, see the third statement carefully. Time period is given correctly. Term money is for 14 days to 1 year. But now the second portion, borrowing in this segment is subject to a pre-approved limit sanctioned by Reserve Bank of India. So there is no pre-approved limit that is sanctioned by Reserve Bank of India. Borrowings actually are governed by a board approved limit. Okay, Every bank has its own limit. Their board are deciding their own limit. Okay, so this is not same for every bank. This is not RBI decided. This is the internal board policy. So internal board approves some limit, and based on that limit the borrowings are made, right? And that's why, due to the second half of this third statement, third is wrong and fourth is correct statement. So first is correct, second is correct, and fourth is correct. So A is the correct answer, everyone. Clear? Done? Any doubt in this? Yes or no? If you have any doubt, please ask. Everyone, you guys. Any doubt? Everyone, please at least like and share the video, guys. Now everything is clear now. There is no buffering, nothing is going on. Everything is clear. No buffering issue, nothing. Done? Okay, next question. Yes. Okay. Which of the following categories of the merchant bankers can handle issue management? Now, this is the categories of merchant bank. Remember the four categories of the merchant bank? Remember, we have the four categories of the merchant bank. Now, you have to answer which of the following categories of the merchant bankers can handle issue management. Category 1, category 2nd, category 3rd, or category 4th. Yes, category 1. So this is actually I asked in the previous final marathon also. So which of the following categories of the merchant bankers can handle issue management? So it is category 1. So A is the correct answer. Right, clear. Now next question. Now see, just see this question carefully, read out the question carefully, and then you have to answer. Okay. A monetary policy committee has recently reduced the policy rate or policy repo rate by 50 basis point. Okay. And why? In an effort to stimulate economic growth. However, a senior banking official observed that despite this change, the lending rate offered by bank have not fallen in the same ratio. Okay, so the a monetary policy committee, they actually reduce the policy repo rate, but senior banking official observed that despite of lowering the repo rate, the lending rate which are offered by banks, these are not fallen in the same proportion. Now you have to identify the reason behind this incomplete transmission of the policy rate to bank lending. So the question is asking that despite MPC has reduced the repo rate, okay, so the lending rate which is offered by the bank should also be reduced, but it is not transferred to the bank. Now, what is the possible reason for that? Which factor is least likely to responsible for delayed and diluted monetary policy transmission in this scenario? First, administers interest rate and rigidity in deposit repricing, asset quality concern in the banking system, increased exchange rate flexibility in the country or in the economy, or complete absence of the fiscal dominance in the country. So you have understood the question completely, right? Just see the question and then answer. Everyone, just please see the question and then you have to answer. Everyone. So we have to identify here which of the following factor is least likely to responsible. Means you can say which of the following factor is not responsible for delayed and diluted monetary policy transmission in the scenario. Okay, so you have to answer that which of the following is not affecting this or least likely to responsible. So there are three factors which are responsible and first factor which are not responsible. Okay, so you have to identify which of the factor is not responsible for this delayed transmission. Now the question is understood. Okay, so Karthik is saying D, Hema is saying D, Irfan is saying D, and everyone else, please answer this question. Very important question and very good question. Very important question and very good question. You can answer this question, everyone. Okay. So you are all saying A is the correct answer. A and D, you are all confused with A and D. So first, administered interest rate and rigidity in deposit repricing. Now, when we are talking about in India, many deposit interest rates are administered and semi-regulated, okay? And also, bank can not immediately reduce the deposit rate due to the existing fixed rate deposit, okay? This actually creates rigidity, and that's why this is the valid factor why the monetary policy is not transferred to the banking lending rate. So this is, yes, this is the reason, okay? Sometimes the bank shows rigidity, sometimes the bank's own administered interest rates are there, and that's why when RBI is reducing the repo rate, they are not reflecting that decrease in their lending rate because their rates are administered by their own bank policies, and this is the rigidity, and that is the factor for the delayed transmission of the monetary policy in the bank rate. So that it is a reason, and that's why A is not the answer. Now, second, asset quality concern in the banking system. Yes, see, when bank have a lot of non-performing assets, okay, so bank might not lower their lending rate if the repo rate falls because they want to have a margin for covering the loss. Sometimes the bank has lot of non-performing assets, right? So bank should have a margin of profit to complete the losses from NPA. And that's why asset quality concern in a banking system, sometimes bank this decision actually is a reason for the delayed implementation of the monetary policies in the bank's rate, right? So this is also a reason. Increased exchange rate flexibility, that is also a reason. When we are talking about increased exchange rate flexibility, if the exchange rate fluctuates too much, it means the uncertainties are there, and banks then are very cautious, and then bank just is strict with their banking rates so that they can just avoid any type of losses that can result from the uncertainty. So this is also the reason, okay? Now, complete absence of fiscal dominance in a country. Now, this fiscal dominance is what? First of all, let's talk about what is a fiscal dominance. Fiscal dominance means the government borrowing needs. Okay, fiscal dominance means what is the government borrowing needs from the central bank. Now, if there is no fiscal dominance, the central bank are free to conduct the monetary policies independently. Okay, now here when we are talking about this particular thing, that if there is no fiscal dominance, the monetary policies are freely implemented in the economy. So this is actually not a reason for the delayed implementation of the monetary policy, because it is actually a reason for the good implementation of the monetary policies in the banking system. So this is not the reason. When we are talking about this, D is the correct answer here, everyone. So if you have any doubt in this question, kindly ask everyone. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? So we have to see which of the first, which is actually a reason for delayed. So these are the reason for delayed. But absence of fiscal dominance, this actually helps to transmit the monetary policies easily to the banking system. And that's why D is the least likely reason, okay, for the delay in the transmission of monetary policy. So D is the correct answer. Done? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, please ask. If you have any doubt, you are free to ask your doubt, everyone. No doubt? Clear? Okay, next question. Which organization is responsible for regulating the Atal Pension Yojana? Easy question. Which organization is actually responsible for the implementation of Atal Pension Yojana? Everyone. Which of the following organization is responsible for the implementation of Atal Pension Yojana? Very simple question. Now you know that what is the Atal Pension Yojana? You know that what is Atal Pension Yojana? Atal Pension Yojana is actually a yojana which is launched by Government of India, especially in the unorganized sector. See, Atal Pension Yojana is focusing mainly on the unorganized sector to provide them the pension facility. And which organization is responsible for that? It is Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. So B is the correct answer. So in this Atal Pension Yojana, as an unorganized sector worker, if you are registered in this yojana, you will get a minimum assured guaranteed pension of either 1000 or 2000 or 3000 or 4000 after you will reach the age of 60 years. So 60 years is also very important. Okay, so the correct answer is B. Everyone clear? Done. Now next question. In India, commercial paper is issued for investment in multiples of what amount? Everyone, very simple question. In India, commercial paper is issued for investments in multiples of what amount? Commercial paper. So, what is a commercial paper? You have to tell me the date also, means the maturity time period. What is a commercial paper, and it is actually issued in a denomination of which amount? So, yes, all of you are correct. 5 lakh is the correct answer, true. But what is a commercial paper? When we are talking about the commercial paper is an unsecured money market instrument which are issued in the form of promissory note, and that have a maturity period of 7 days to 1 year. That is also correct. We have a maturity period of 7 days to 1 year. Okay, now when we are talking about commercial paper, it is issued in the multiples of 5 lakhs. So C is the correct answer. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so in this denomination you can invest in a commercial paper. Clear, everyone? Done. Okay, next question. Now see the next question. We have to choose which of the following correctly reflect the difference between organized and unorganized sector. Okay, which of the following correctly reflects the difference between organized and the unorganized sector? Everyone. First, a large corporations employs a skilled worker with formal contract and provide benefit like health insurance and paid leave. A local street vendor sell fruits without a license. A small family owned business hires worker on a casual basis without written agreement but pays them regularly. Okay. D. A government agency oversees a construction project, ensuring all the workers are paid minimum wages and have access to safety gears. Now, which of the following correctly is the organized and unorganized sector? We have to choose the organized and unorganized sector. Everyone. Now we have to choose the organized and unorganized sector. Now all of you are saying A. Okay. A large corporation employ the skilled workers with a formal contract. Yes, it is the organized sector. A local street vendor sells without a license. Unorganized. A small family owned hire worker. Yes, unorganized, because it is not with a written agreement despite you are paying them regularly. The government agencies oversees a construct organized sector. A and D are organized, B and C are unorganized. Yes, A is the correct answer, everyone. True. Good going. A is the correct answer. Yes, done. Easy. Everyone who is watching this session, kindly at least just please like the video. Whoever is watching this session, please just like the video, guys. Everyone. Just please like the video, guys. Done. Now, next question. Which of the following scenarios best illustrate the concept of market interconnectedness? Which of the following best illustrate market interconnectedness? Everyone, please answer this question. Okay. A rise in oil prices lead to increased transportation cost, which then raises the price of goods in various retail market. A local bakery increases its price due to higher flour cost, affecting only its immediate customer. A technology company releases a new smartphone model which has no effect on the sales. A sudden change in the consumer preference toward electric vehicle had no impact on the sales of traditional gasoline cars. Very easy. Very easy question. Very easy question. Yes, a rise in the oil prices leads to increased transportation cost, which rises the price of goods in various retail market, right? So this is interconnecting in nature, and it is actually showing that how changes in one market, that is oil, affect multiple market. So only changes in the prices of oil is affecting the transportation also, retail also. And why they are affecting? Because of the interconnected nature. And that's why A is the correct answer. Now B, C, and D, they are seeing no change, no effect, or no impact. And here, a local bakery has its impact only in its immediate customer. So these are not an example of market interconnectedness, right? So these are not an example of market interconnectedness. Okay, simple. Can we move to the next question, guys? Everyone, can we move to the next question? Okay, now see. Due to the failure in fulfilling certain statutory obligation, the central government decided to supersede the central board of RBI through a gadget notification. Now, based on this situation, answer the following. Which is true regarding the management of RBI? First, RBI will stop functioning until a new board is appointed by Parliament. An agency determined by central government will manage RBI's affair temporarily. Finance minister will directly manage RBI daily operation, or RBI's governor will assume the power of entire center board single-handedly. Everyone. Simple question. Again, everyone. So we have to answer this. Yes. Quick revision I'm giving you. If due to any failure, central government decide to supersede the powers of the Board of Reserve Bank of India. In this scenario, first thing, RBI always continue functioning. There is no situation where RBI stop functioning. So RBI will continue functioning. Management is actually shifted temporarily to an agency that is appointed by the central government. And third, not the governor alone, not the finance minister, and no shutdown of RBI happens. Okay, everything will be same, but the management will temporarily shifted to what? To a new agency which is determined by the central government. So yes, B is the correct answer. Done. Yes, we have discussed this question earlier. So now obviously I am giving you a mixture of old plus new questions. Okay, done. Good. Next question. Which of the following sustainable development goal is specifically focused on action to combat climate change and its impact? Everyone, answer. Okay. Which of the following sustainable development goal is especially focusing on taking action to combat climate change and its impact? Very easy question. Yes, Sustainable Development Goal 30. Now, see, technically, I don't have to give this. Technically, I don't have to give this. I just have to give you a number. SDG 3, SDG 7, SDG 13 or SDG 16. Okay. Now, remember, if the question regarding sustainable development goal is asked from you, you will not have this number. You have to learn it by number. Like 3 is good health and well-being. 7 is affordable and green energy. 13 is climate action and 16 in peace. So this is very easy question because I have given you the details also. But you have to learn it by number. Sustainable development goal. Okay, everyone? Done? Good. Next question. A mid-size insurance company, Insurance Co. decide to transfer a significant portion of its risk to a reinsurer. As a result of this decision, which of the following statement is true? Now, this company has no financial liability for the risk is transferred to the reinsurer. This can take on more policies without increasing its risk exposure, must pay higher premium to reinsurer than it collects from its policyholder. For core business operation are negatively impacted by reinsurance arrangements. So you have to answer this. It is regarding reinsurance. Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone. Okay, time for fun. I will update it today. Don't worry. I will update it today. Okay. Now tell me, this is regarding the reinsurance. You know that what is a reinsurance thing? Everyone, just please read out the question carefully. This is not so obvious question. This is not so obvious question. Everyone, again, I'm saying that read out the question carefully. It is not so obvious question. If you are just saying A, please just read out the question carefully again and then you have to answer. This is not so obvious question, everyone. Read out again and then answer. Please just focus on this question and then answer. This is not so obvious question. This is not so obvious question. Just read out the question carefully. So, reinsurance. Now, let's talk about first of all reinsurance. You know that reinsurance, I have described you that insurance of the insurance company, right? When they are transferring the portion of risk towards the reinsurance company, okay? Then it is called as reinsurance, okay? Now, first, if you're all saying A, insurance company, this insure co has now no financial liability for the risk they have transferred to the reinsurer. First of all, yes, this is the thing that yes, some you are not liable, you are not liable to certain portion of that risk which is transferred to the reinsurer. Still, you have some liabilities as an insurance company. Still you have some liability depending upon the terms and conditions you have made with the reinsurance company's agreement, right? So if you are saying that if you are an insurance company and you have taken a reinsurance, you have no financial liability, that is wrong. You still have some financial liability. You still have what? You still have some financial liability, right? So A cannot be the answer. So maximum of you is wrong here. Okay, now see the second thing. Insurance too then take more policies without increasing its risk procedure. Yes, this is the correct answer. See, when as an insurance company you have taken the reinsurance, you have transferred your risk. Okay, when you have transferred your risk to the reinsurer, now you can manage your risk more effectively. If you are managing your risk more effectively, you are taking on additional policies without any significant increase in your risk, right? So this allows you to take on more policies without increasing the risk portion. B is the correct answer. Now, see, insurance co must pay higher premium to the reinsurer. This is not necessary. There is no compulsion of that. In some cases, yes, it may be higher. In some cases, it can be lower. And fourth, this company core business operations are negatively affected. Obviously not. So B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. So how's the question? Confused? And that's why I'm saying that you don't have to rush. You have to just read out the question carefully. Reinsurance, for example, my name is Afreen, right? I have taken insurance from a insurance company. Now, this insurance company is very sure that okay, I have to pay compensation to Mrs. Afreen. So now what to do? Now, then in this case, this insurance company goes to a reinsurer, transfer the risk portion to them. And for this company is responsible for paying the reinsurance, the premium. So this premium can be higher or lower. It can be both the ways. So C is wrong. Okay. Now, if you're saying that when this transfer their risk to them, now this have no financial liability towards him. So it is wrong. Still, you have some financial liability, right? So B is the correct answer. Done? Clear? Yes? Can we move to the next question? Everyone, at least please like and share the video, guys. Like the video. At least whoever is watching this video, at least like it. Done? Next question. Now, see, the next question is what? I'm just switching off the camera, okay? Just read out the question carefully and answer. Please don't rush. Now, again, please don't rush, okay? Government of India presented its annual budget. The total revenue 20 lakh crore. Total revenue expenditure 25 lakh crore. Out of total revenue, 2 lakh is in the form of grants and creation of capital asset. So, total government expenditure is 35 lakh crore and interest payment is 5 lakh crore. Based on the above information, which of the following is correct? Very good question. Very good question. Now, please answer this question. Very good. Now, calculate and answer. Very good question. Calculate and answer. Everyone, calculate and answer. Very good question. Calculate and answer, guys. Everyone, just calculate and answer. So, okay, no answer yet. No answer yet. You are saying A is the correct answer? Okay. A is the correct answer. First of all, let's talk about the deficit concepts. Everyone, let's talk about the deficit concept. First of all, revenue deficit is the excess of revenue expenditure over revenue receipt. Okay, so if we have to calculate revenue deficit, revenue revenue is given 20 lakh crore, revenue expenditure is given 25 lakh crore. So 25 minus 20, it is 5 lakh crore. So revenue deficit, first of all, is 5 lakh crore. It comes, okay? Effective revenue deficit minus grant in aid for the creation of capital asset. Effective revenue deficit minus grant in 8. Okay, so effective revenue deficit is revenue deficit 5 minus grant in 8 is given as 2 lakh crore. Yes, 2 lakh crore. So it is 3 lakh crore. Okay, fiscal revenue deficit. Okay, fiscal deficit is total expenditure including loan, net of recoveries over revenue receipt. In other words, fiscal deficit is total expenditure minus total revenue excluding the borrowing. Now, fiscal deficit, total expenditure is given as 35. Total expenditure is given as 35. Okay. Minus total revenue excluding the borrowing. Now see, where is total revenue given? 20 lakh crore. Is there any borrowings which is given here? No. Is there any borrowings which is given here? There is no borrowings given here. There no extra borrowings. Nothing is given about borrowing. So 20. That is 15. Okay. Now fourth, primary deficit is equals to fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Fiscal deficit is 15. Interest payment is 5 lakh crore is equals to 10. Okay. So revenue deficit is 5 lakh. Okay. Then effective revenue deficit is 3 lakh. Then fiscal deficit is 15 lakh and primary deficit is 10 lakh crore. Okay. So we have to choose the correct answer here, first of all. Revenue deficit is 5 lakh, effective revenue deficit 3 lakh crore. ठीक है. Fiscal deficit 15, true. Primary deficit 10 lakh, ये भी ठीक लग रहा है. Okay. Effective revenue deficit is 5 lakh crore. Effective revenue deficit is 5 lakh crore. No. Primary deficit is equals to fiscal deficit since the interest payment are not the part. No. B and C both can be the answer. A and B both can be the answer. Why you are saying only A? A and B both can be the answer. Okay, the question is actually misunderstood here. I'm saying the same thing, right? 5, 3, 15, and 10 lakh. So both can be the answer, right? A and B both can be the answer. Am I right here or wrong, everyone? Both can be the answer, right, everyone? These both are correct. A and B both are correct, right? Because I have calculated. We have revenue deficit 5, effective revenue deficit 3, fiscal deficit 15 lakh crore, and primary deficit is 10 lakh crore. True? Yes, both A and B can be the correct answer. Now, if we can say that total revenue including the borrowing, now if I just add on some element here that it is excluding the borrowing, but borrowings is not given in any in this question, right? So we have to see that the borrowings is not given. Okay, so we can say that okay, B, for calculating the fiscal deficit the data is incomplete. We can say that for calculating the fiscal deficit data is incomplete, and so A can be the more relevant answer than B. Okay, because for calculating fiscal deficit we must exclude the borrowings also, right? So it is total expenditure minus borrowings, right? Okay, so if the borrowings is not given, so we can say that okay, this is the incomplete data, so A is more relevant than B. वैसे A and B both can be the answer. Okay, done everyone? Clear? Done? Any doubt? Okay, next question. A venture capital fund is evaluating financing option for 3 different startups at different stages of their development. Now you have to identify the concept from early stage financing to the later stage financing. You have to identify from early to later stage financing, right? A biotechnology startup is in the process of research and development for a new drug and need initial funding to cover the cost of trial and patents. A mobile company has launched its product, is now seeking funding to expand operations, hire a larger team, and scale the product. An e-commerce platform have achieved significant market share and is now raising fund to expand its infrastructure, increase its product offering, and enter new regional market. Now just tell me which is a early stage financing and which is a later stage financing. Easy question. Early and later stage financing. Very simple. You can all answer this question. Very simple. You can all answer this question. Okay. Gopinath, Mansi, Kiran, Lapnesh, Smriti. Where is Ruchi? Where is Hema? Everyone, please answer this question. So, first, a biotechnology startup is in the process of research and development for a new drug. It is research and development R&D early stage. Mobile company launched its product and is now seeking to expand the operation. It is later stage financing. And e-commerce has achieved significant share and it's now raising to expand its infrastructure again. Then it is also a later stage taken for the expansion, right? So it is actually both are the expansion finance. If I am more elaborating it, it is a expansion finance. It is also a expansion finance and it is seed capital funding. It is seed capital funding. So it is early, later, later. Right. So the answer is A. Right, everyone. True. Okay. Yeah. Next question. We have to match the categories of NBFCs with the respective regulatory bodies. Now, I have given a same type of question in the previous final marathon also. Venture capital, merchant banking, insurance, Nidhi company, chit fund, SEBI, IRDAI, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, respective state governments, and RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Please answer this question, everyone. Simple. Answer this question. Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone. A, Kavita is saying C, and everyone else. Okay. Venture capital fund, SEBI. Merchant banking companies, SEBI. Insurance company, IRDAI. Nidhi companies, respective state. No, Nidhi companies by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Chit companies by respective state government. First A, second A, third B, fourth C, fifth D. Yes, A is the correct option here. A is the correct option here. Yes, RBI has no thing or nothing to do here, right? So yes, A is the correct answer here. Everyone. Okay, done. Good. So I have given you the screenshot also. Again, just revise each and everything. Venture capital, merchant banking, stock broking, SEBI, insurance company, IRDAI, Nidhi companies by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, chit companies, state governments, housing finance company, NHB, stock exchange, and mutual benefit company by SEBI. Clear? You have to learn this, everyone. RBI has nothing to do here, okay? Clear, everyone? Can we move to the next question, guys? Okay, what is the extent of foreign direct investment in the insurance sector? Everyone, very simple question. FDI in the insurance sector, very simple. Now just tell me the answer. FDI in the insurance sector, very simple. Now you can answer. Now, if both the things are given here, what can be your answer? If both the things are given here, it is according to budget 2025. It is according to the previous or book data. Now just tell me what you can take, 74 or 100? Yes. See, please take this now. Because your budget 2025 changes, I don't think they will ask you in the examination. So please just follow the book data, okay? From October, you have to learn your budget 2025 data also. Okay? Done? Good. Next question. In a company, these are the following elements which are given: currency with the public, demand deposit with the banking system, other deposit with the RBI, time deposit with the banking system. We have to calculate narrow money in this economy. Then, if the government increases the currency by 100 million, now what is the new amount of broad money, assuming all the other components remain unchanged? Now, just tell me, calculate and answer this question, everyone. Calculate and answer this question. And please, everyone, like this and share the video, guys. Like and share the video, guys, everyone. Everyone, at least just please like and share the video. Rigved is saying C, Kartik is saying A, and everyone else. Take your time and answer. Take your time and answer. Okay. Narrow money and broad money. We have two questions. Narrow money, broad money. We have two questions. Narrow money, broad money. Right? First, narrow money, M1. Currency with the public plus demand deposit. Currency with the public plus demand deposit plus the other deposit. Right? So, currency with the public is 750. Demand deposit 500 plus other deposit is 300. If we calculate this, the answer is 1550. Okay. First thing is calculated. Now, just see the next thing. If the government increases the currency by 100 million, okay, means this currency with the public now has been increased to 100. Okay, means now new currency with the public is 850. Now we have to calculate M3 by the new data. So M3 is 850, means new currency with the public, plus 500 plus 300 plus 600. This is M1 plus time deposit. So the correct answer is what? The correct answer is 2250. Yes, this is the old M1, and with the new data, this is the new M3. So the correct answer is A. Okay, everyone, A is the correct answer. Any doubt? Everyone, any doubt here? Just tell me if you have any doubt, you are free to ask your doubt. Or just please give me a thumbs up. Clear? Okay, next question. When the demand for a commodity decreases due to change in the climate, then the demand curve will shift or move. Now, the question is saying when the demand for a commodity decreases due to change in the climate. then the demand curve will shift or move. Now, it is again regarding shifting and movement. I have given you detailed explanation in the last marathon also. Now, I don't want everyone to answer this wrongly. Please answer this question correctly. Everyone. It is due to the change in the climate, the demand decreased. Okay. Climate is the other factor. Other factor means it will not move, it will shift, means upward and downward cannot be the answer. Decrease means leftward movement. Increase means rightward. This when other factors are variable, and this when the price is affecting the demand. Clear? Everyone? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay. Next. If a good have negative income elasticity and a positive price elasticity, then it is a negative income elasticity and a positive price elasticity. Then it is a given, normal, superior, or inferior. Everyone. Negative income elasticity means income increases, demand decreases, and income decreases, demand increases. Right? Positive price elasticity means price increase, demand increase. Price decrease, demand decrease. Okay. So negative income, positive price. Now just tell me what is the correct answer, everyone. So the correct answer is yes, it is a given good. True. Now just tell me what is a normal good, what is a superior good, and what is an inferior good. Okay. First of all, normal, when we are talking about given and inferior, okay, just please listen carefully. Given and inferior, they both have negative income elasticity, means the price and income has inverse relationship. But the difference between given and inferior is given doesn't follow law of demand, means it is an exception of law of demand, whereas inferior follows law of demand, means in inferior you will see negative income elasticity and negative price elasticity. Okay. Now same thing goes with the normal and superior good. They both have positive income elasticity. It means that if the income is increasing, demand is also increasing. If the income is decreasing, demand is also decreasing, right? Normal and superior, both. But now, what is the difference between normal and superior? In the normal, you will see what? In the normal, you are seeing the price demand. This is actually an exception to the price thing. It means that it will not follow the it will not follow the law of demand. Whereas superior goods, they are following the law of demand. Okay, so these are the four explanation. Always remember, given and inferior, they are both income, negative income elasticity, but given doesn't follow law of demand, inferior follow. Same, superior follow law of demand, normal don't follow law of demand, but both have income, positive income demand. Clear? Everyone. Okay. Next question. Now see this question. Again, just see this question carefully and answer. An individual named Alex decide to open an insurance account without having an insurance policy. After a month, Alex buy a new insurance policy and want to dematerialize it. What must Alex do to complete this process, and is there a fee associated with maintaining the e-insurance account during this time? Alex must contact the insurer or insurance repository to request dematerialization, and there is a monthly fee for e-insurance account. Alex must contact the insurer or insurance repository to request dematerialization, and e-insurance is free of cost. Alex can automatically dematerialize the policy without any request, and there is a one-time setup fee for the insurance account. Alex cannot dematerialize the policy since the e-insurance account is only for the active policy holder. Now just tell me the correct answer. Just read out carefully and answer. Everyone, read out the question carefully and then answer. B. Ruchi is also saying B. Chandan is also saying B. Smriti is also saying B. And everyone else. Please answer this question. And everyone else, please answer this question. Okay. E-insurance account. First of all, it is free or it is with a fee or a monthly fee. Everyone. So e-insurance account, first of all, it is free to open and maintain. Individual who are not having the insurance policy can also open this account. And once you have purchased a policy, you can request to dematerialize it either through a reinsurer or a insurance repository. So all the three things. First of all, it is free to open and maintain. If you are even not a active policy holder, you can still open the account. And third, you have to request to the insurer or insurance repository to dematerialize to your e-insurance account. Okay. Now, according to these 3 points which I have told you, Alex must contact the insurance and insurance repository, request dematerialization, and it is free of cost. B is the perfect answer for this. Everyone. Okay. Any doubt in this? So if you are saying it is a monthly, there is no monthly fee. Then without any request, then you have to request it. And there is no fee for setting up a insurance account. And even if you are not an active policy holder, you can still hold a insurance account. Okay. So B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Okay. Done. Can we move to the next question? Okay, a demand curve will not shift when only income changes, when only the price of substitute product changes, when there is a change in the advertisement expenditure, or when only the price of commodity changes. A demand curve will not shift in which case? A demand curve will not shift in which case, everyone? A demand curve will not shift in which case? Everyone, please answer this question. A demand curve will not shift in which of the following cases? Everyone, please answer this question. A demand curve will not shift when only income changes, shifting take place, either leftward or rightward. Prices of substitute, shifting take place. Changes in the advertisement, shifting take place. Prices change, movements take place. Movement means either upward or downward. Fourth is the correct answer. Yes. Prices, when only prices of the commodity changes, movements happen. Okay. Fourth is the correct answer. Right. Fourth is the correct answer. Clear? Okay. Next. Now just tell me the difference. There are four situations given for positive and normative economics. We have to identify what is a positive economics and what is a normative economics. So there are statements given. We have to identify what is a positive economics and what is a normative economics. Everyone, please answer this question. See here. Positive and normative economics, we have to identify what is positive and what is normative. Everyone, We have to identify what is a positive and what is a normative economics. Everyone, we have to identify here. Okay, a report states that increasing the minimum wage will lead to a higher unemployment rates among teenagers. A politician claimed that raising the minimum wage is essential for ensuring a living wages for all workers. An economist predict that reducing taxes will stimulate economic growth. A community argues that healthcare should be free for all citizens because it is a basic human right. Now, tell me, first of all, we need to be clear about the difference between positive and normative economics. Positive economics means which are telling about the facts. Normative economics, which usually suggest a measure and ways to improve or to do anything. So, normative economics give you some suggestions, choosing between the right and the wrong option. That is the normative economics. Positive economics is telling you about the facts. Okay. Now we have to choose situation A, B, C, and D according to these four situations, which is the positive economics and which is the normative economics. Everyone, choose an answer. Let's choose an answer, everyone. Ruchi is saying C, Smriti is saying D, and everyone else. Now you can answer this question very easy. Now to I have told you now what is a positive and what is a normative economics. Now just tell me the answer. Everyone, answer. Hema is saying A, Kavita C, Chandan A, Kiran C. Okay. Positive and normative economics. Positive and normative economics. First, a report states that increasing the minimum wage will lead to the higher employment rate among the teenager. It is telling about the fact. Positive. A politician claimed that rising or raising the minimum wage is essential for ensuring a living wage for all workers. Is essential. They are suggesting. Okay, so it is normative. They are suggesting that if you have a minimum wage, then you can ensure a living wage for all workers. Economics predict that reducing taxes will stimulate economic growth. Now, if you are saying, and economics predicts that, so it is not a fact, it is only a prediction. So, again, it is a normative. Now, fourth, a community group argues that healthcare should be free of cost because this is the basic human right. So, basic human right. It is a basic human right. It is actually suggesting a okay. Okay, so it is a positive. Okay. So A and D are positive, B and C are normative. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer, everyone. A and D positive. B and C are normative. Because see, healthcare is the basic human right. That is positive. It is a fact. C says that economics predict that reduces taxes with stimulate economic growth. Normative, these are normative. So C is the correct answer, right? Everyone, any doubt in this? Any doubt in this, guys? Any doubt? Everyone, any doubt? No, no, it is normative. It is should. It is normative. Just a second. No, no, no. It is should. It is a recommendation. It is a recommendation, guys. Sorry, sorry. It is should. It is a normative. Economists predict reducing tax rate with stimulates economic growth. It is a fact. If you reduce the economic or taxes rate, you will just stimulate the economic growth. No, no, no. A is the correct answer. Yes. My bad. Sorry. My bad. A and C, these are positive. B and D are normative. Yes, my bad. A is the correct answer. Sorry. A is the correct answer because C should is given. It is not telling you about any fact. It is telling you that you are saying that it should be free of cost. It is a suggestion that is made that you have to make healthcare free of cost because it is a basic right. It is a suggestion which is made, that is a normative thing, right? So A is the correct answer. Yes, Gopal is correct here. I was wrong. Okay, done. Any doubt? Now, can we move to the next question? Okay. In a rapidly growing city, the local government is faced two major development proposals. Rapid growing city, local government is faced with two major development process or proposals. Situation A, just a second, everyone. Sorry, sorry, guys. Sorry, I've just switched off the mic. Sorry. Now audible. Now audible. I think I need a break right now. Okay. I'm just. Okay. Now I am audible. Sorry. Yeah. So just tell me, invest heavily in building. Okay, so there is first which are suggesting the hard infrastructure. Then second is suggesting the social infrastructure. Now read the four statements and tell me which should be the priority given in making the decision. Everyone, just please answer this question. Which of the following should be given the priority? Kiran is saying B, and everyone else. Kiran is saying B, and everyone else. Please answer this question, guys. So, A, immediate economic growth and job creation through construction project will be both beneficial, will be more beneficial in the short term. Okay. You can say that if you are giving the economic growth, the immediate economic growth, while immediate economic growth is important, but it will not address the community's need that is addressed in the social infrastructure. That is very important. Social is equally important. Okay, so you are not seeing the long term development. By option A, you are just focusing in the short term development, which should not be given the priority. So A cannot be the answer. Long term sustainable community well being should be take precedence to ensure a balanced and thriving society. Yes. See, when we are talking about community, when we are giving priority to the community, it actually ensures the long-term development. Always, when an economic growth is concerned, we don't have to look for the short-term gains. Always, we have to prioritize what is going to give development in long term, because long term and sustainable development can help in the achievement of the goal. So if you're ignoring that long term phase and just focusing that, okay, give the transport and everything will be good, where is the education? Where is the health? Which is the community's problem? The more focus is given on these rather than the giving them the transport, right? They are important. But when we are talking about the development, long term focus is the most benefit thing, right? Now, B can be the answer. Let's talk about third. The decision should favor hard infrastructure. No, it is misleading. Okay. The government should focus. Why? It is more quickly. It can be completed more. Can a hard infrastructure completed be quickly? False. Government should focus solely on the public opinion. No. B can be the best answer for this. Okay, everyone. B is the best answer for this. Done? Any doubt? Clear? See if you have any doubt, please ask everyone. No doubt? Okay, done. Next question. An investor is evaluating whether to invest in equity market or government bonds. The current 10-year government bond yield is 7% per annum. The investor believes that equity should provide at least a 5% risk premium over risk free asset like bonds to justify the higher risk involved in the equity investment. Based on this, what is the minimum expected return should the investor consider before investing in any equities? Very good question. You just have to focus. All you have to focus, and then you can easily answer this question. See, there is an investor who is evaluating whether to invest in the equity market or government bonds. Okay. So the current 10-year government bond give you a 7% yield per annum. The investor believes that the equity should provide at least 5% risk premium over the risk free asset like bond. Okay. Now, based on this, what is the minimum expected return should the investor considered investing in this equity? Now, you have to answer this question. Now, just see how many of you can answer this question. Lavnish says 12%. Okay. And everyone else. And everyone else. D. Hema is also saying D. Very nice, everyone. Wow. I'm so impressed with all of you. See, when the bond is giving you 7% yield, so it is a risk free return. 7% is like a risk free return. Okay. So here, the return of an investor is 7% without taking any additional risk. That is the government bond. Okay. Now, risk premium, when we are talking about 5%, this is the compensation for extra risk in the equities. So, at least 7%, at least 7% should be the return, okay? Plus 5% should be the additional earning for the risk taken. So, that is 12%. So, if the expected return is actually less than 12%, then it is not justified to invest, okay, in the equities. Because when you are talking about equity, in a equity, you will see the risk, you will see the return also, right? In the government bonds, you are just earning 7% profit in any case, okay? So if you want to invest here, what should be the minimum return for this? It should be what the risk is there means 5% plus the return which is actually given from the risk free return, that is 7%, 12%. See, if in anything there the return is less than 12%, then it is not justified to invest in a equity. You just go to a government bond. So minimum expected return of a Investor, if they want to invest in a equity, is 12%, because here you will get the minimum return of the government bonds plus the risk also, right? So yes, 12% is the correct answer. Any doubt in this question? Any doubt in this question? Everyone, any doubt in this question? Please, you are free to ask your doubt. Everyone, if you have any doubt, please ask. Or just please give me a thumbs up, everyone. If you don't have any doubt, just please give me a thumbs up, each and every one of you. Yes, it is a good question. But it is a very simple question. It is a good question, but it is a very simple question because it's only the statement you have to judge. Okay. And as quickly as you have judged the statement, you will find the correct answer. Right? Next question. We have to choose the correct statement here. Equity shareholder do not have any voting right while preference shareholder have the voting right. Equity shareholder have the right to participate in the management decision while preference shareholder don't have this right. We have to choose the correct statement. Very easy question. Choose the correct statement here. Equity and preference shareholder. Equity shareholders do not have any voting rights while preference shareholder have the voting right. Equity shareholder have the right to participate in the management decision while preference shareholder don't have this right. Everyone. First of all, equity shareholder do not have the voting right first. They have the voting right. Preference shareholder don't have the voting right. Yes, so this is wrong. Equity shareholder have the right to participate in the management decision while preference shareholder don't have this right. Obviously, this is correct. So B. Yes, second only is the correct answer. Okay. Yes. Next question. Which of the following statement is misleading about credit rating and scores? Misleading. Credit scores are exclusively for individual borrowers, while ratings can be applied to both individuals and corporations. A higher credit score always guarantees a better interest rate on loan. Credit rating access long-term credit worthiness, while credit scores are often focused on short-term financial behavior. Both rating and score are calculated using algorithm based on historical financial data. You have to choose which of the following is misleading. Now, which of the following is misleading? Everyone. Misleading. We have to choose the misleading thing here. Which of the following statement is misleading about the credit rating and credit score? Misleading. So you are saying A or B? A. Credit score are exclusively for individual borrower. Yes. Ratings can be applied to both individual and corporation. Yes. Yes. Ratings can be given to individuals and the corporations also. Now, who are those individuals to whom the credit ratings are given? These are very high net worth individuals, right? So A is not misleading. A is correct. A is correct. When you go deep into the concept of this ratings and score, scores are exclusively for individual, while ratings can be for the individuals and the corporations, right? Second, if you have a higher credit score, it always guarantee a better interest rate on loan. This is misleading. Yes, it can help you to give a better interest rate, but it is always right that if you have a very good score, you can just have a loan at a low interest rate. That is misleading. That is false. That is incorrect. Okay, because every bank has its own decisions, has its own policy. So the credit score is not the determination whether to give you a cheaper loan or expensive loan, right? Now, credit rating access long-term credit worthiness scores short-term. actually generally true. Yes, this is generally true. Ratings and scores are calculated using algorithm. This is also true. Yes. So misleading is B. Thought only for individual. See, scores are for individual exclusively, but ratings can be given to the high net worth individuals and large corporations. Okay, everyone, remember this. Okay, so misleading is B. Rest all are true. Done? Yes, credit rating high net worth individual and large corporates. It can be given to both. Yes. Done? Next question. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding financial institution and instruments in India? Incorrect. NBFMFI stand for non-banking financial microfinance institution and they are not allowed to accept public deposit. Mortgage guarantee is an instrument where the guarantee is provided for a loan against residential property. IFC, International Finance Corporation, is a subsidiary of RBI. NBFCs, non-banking financial company, primarily engage in lending and investment activities but cannot accept demand deposit. Everyone answer. Everyone answer this question. Everyone answer this question. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding the financial institutions and instruments in India? Incorrect. So here we can use the most obvious answer. The most obvious answer we can use here. IFC, International Finance Corporation, is a subsidiary of RBI. No. World Bank, remember the five institutions of the World Bank. IFC, International Finance Corporation, ID, International Development Association, MIG, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Fourth is ICSID, International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute. And fifth is IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. These are World Bank. These are under World Bank. Okay, IFC is not with RBI. So C is the correct answer. Simple thing. Credit score is for individual. Yes. Yes, Sharmila, you are saying correct. I think I just have missed it. Yeah, sorry. Again, my bad here. Everyone, this is actually need improvement. I just remember this. Yes, I was just making when I was making question, I need to check this. Scores are for individuals and small corporates. Yes, true, true. Whereas rating are exclusively for corporations. So misleading can be the A thing. B is also misleading. A and B both are misleading here. So this question need improvement, everyone. This question need improvement, everyone. Yes, you are right. Okay, my bad here, everyone. This question need improvement, everyone. This is a wrong question, okay? Yes, the thing is, credit scores, it is for the borrowers and the what? And the small corporates. Yes, you are right. And the ratings are exclusively for corporations. True. Yes, thank you, Sharmila. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sharmila. Okay, so this question needs improvement. Okay, so you can just skip this question. This question needs improvement. Everyone. Done? Okay, this is correct. Can we move to the next question? Okay, now in a country, the GDP for the year is 12 lakh 50,000 crore. Okay, the total insurance premium collected by all insurance companies 45,000 crore. 60% of the total premium collected comes from life insurance, and remaining 40% comes from non-life insurance. If the insurance penetration is to be calculated, what is the life insurance penetration? Kavita, I will give you. Okay, first tell me this answer. I need break more badly than you, but I will give you after 10 to 15 minutes. Just I'm pushing myself more for 10 to 15 minutes and then I will give you the break. Okay, don't worry. Now just tell me. The question is what? Everyone. Just tell me this is the question, okay? Very simple question, yet just focus on this question and you can answer this question. Okay? So GDP is given as 12 lakh 50,000 crore. Okay. Insurance premium by all insurance companies 45,000, where 60% comes from life insurance and 40% comes from where non life insurance. Okay, and all insurance are given as 45,000. Okay, now we have to calculate the life insurance penetration only. Life insurance penetration only, everyone. Life insurance penetration only. What is the life insurance penetration? We have to calculate in percentage because here you have to give the answer in percentage. Life insurance penetration. Everyone answer this question. Everyone answer this question. I think there the answer is wrong. I think the calculation is wrong here. I think there is no best suited option here. And I think that yes, and that's why you are all finding difficulty here. Okay. Yes, Karthik. The answer is 2.16%. Same, I am calculating. The answer is 2.16%. Yes, same, I am calculating. The answer is actually 2.16%. True. Yes, how? See, when we are talking about, we have to calculate the life insurance penetration. Okay. So, life insurance penetration, the formula is what? The formula is percentage of life insurance. Okay. Percentage of what? Life insurance premium to GDP. Okay. Life insurance premium to GDP. Okay. Total premium is 45,000. Okay, from which 60% is coming from the life insurance, right? So 60% of 45,000. Okay, so 60% of 45,000 is actually 27,000. Okay. Okay, right. Now we have to calculate 27,000 upon GDP, 12 lakh 50,000. And if we have to convert it into the percentage into 100, so it is 2.16, right? So the answer is 2.16%. Okay, done, everyone? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this, guys? Done. Can we move to the next question, everyone? Any doubt in this question? See, if you have any doubt in this question, please ask. Options are wrong. Okay, I have just calculated it. I'm just rechecking it. Okay, so yes, 2.16% is the correct answer. Okay, everyone, 2.16% is the correct answer. Done. Okay, next question. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by SEBI, RBI, both A and B, or Nabard. Credit rating agencies, everyone. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by whom? Credit rating agencies. Yes, it is by SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. Yes, in India, credit rating agencies are regulated by Securities and Exchange Board of India. Okay, done. Okay, next question. Now, again, a venture capital fund is analyzing three different companies for potential investment. Based on the brief scenarios below, identify the most appropriate type of financing that each company requires. Okay. First, Company A is a portfolio FMCG brand that has established a strong market share and is looking to add a second production facility to meet rising demand. The promoter wishes to retain control and seeking external funds for the capacity addition. Second, Company B is currently in loss but was supported by the same venture capital fund in its early stage. It has recently undergone major changes in its product line, removed underperforming items, and is now planning reviewal strategy. Company C is stable and growing, but one of its early angel investor want to exit. The company is now looking to go public anytime soon. The venture capital fund sees strong growth potential over the next few years and is willing to buy out the existing shareholder stake. Now you have to tell me which suited what. Very simple thing. Which suited what, everyone? Please answer this question. Okay. It is profitable FMCG brand, stock market connection, second production facility. So it is what it is doing to expansion. It is expansion. Company B is currently in loss but supported by venture capital fund in its early stage. Okay, major changes in the product line. Okay, so it is what it is the turnaround finance when there is a company who is struggling to be in the profit but they have a lot of potential to grow. That is the turnaround finance. Now this is stable and growing, but it is willing to buy out the existing shareholder. It is replacement finance, obviously. So, yes, expansion, turnaround, and replacement. B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Good. Any doubt in this? Everyone, any doubt in this? So, if you have any doubt, please ask. Everyone. Done? Ruchi, Mansi, Kiran, Irfan, Hema, Karthik, Gopal. Where is Sunil? Himanshu. Okay, good. Clear? Okay. Next. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Please just choose the incorrect statement here. A mutual fund industry in India started in 1963 with the formation of Unit Trust of India at the initiative of SEBI. Mutual fund is a mechanism for pooling resources from the public by issuing units to them and investing the funds so collected in securities in accordance with the objective as disclosed in the offer document. Investors of the mutual fund are called as unit holder. A mutual fund is required to be registered with SEBI, which regulates the securities market before it can collect public funds or funds from the public. Everyone, we have to choose the incorrect statement here. Incorrect statement here. Everyone, please answer this question. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. A, one only is the incorrect statement. What is wrong in the first statement then? What is wrong in the first statement? Just tell me what is wrong in the first statement. It was started in 1963, that is correct. Unit Trust of India has been formed at the initiative of SEBI. No, it has been formed at the initiative of Reserve Bank of India and Government of India, and that's why first is wrong. Mutual fund definition is clearly correct. Investors, unit holder, mutual fund required to be registered with SEBI. We have to choose the incorrect statement. Yes, A is the correct answer. We have to choose the incorrect statement. So, yes, A is the correct answer. Done? Yeah, right. Next, which of the following statement about mutual fund is misleading? Now, which of the following statement regarding the mutual fund is misleading? First, mutual fund offers investor diversification by pooling money from many investors to purchase a variety of securities. The net asset value of mutual fund is determined by the fund's total assets minus its liabilities divided by the number of outstanding share. All mutual funds are actively managed, meaning the fund that a fund manager might decision to buy and sell securities in an attempt to outperform the market. Mutual fund can have different shares classes which may have varying fees and expenses ratio affecting the investor's return. Which of the following statement of mutual fund is misleading means we have to choose the incorrect statement here, everyone. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Okay, just tell me the correct answer. My son want to see you as my teacher. So sweet, Mansi. So sweet. Okay, just tell me the correct answer. Mansi, Irfan, Rigved. Okay, Irfan is saying C. Okay, Chandan is saying C. Every one of you saying C. Rigved is saying D. Mutual fund can have different share classes which may have varying fees, expenses ratio affecting investors' return. That is correct. Mutual fund have multiple share classes. They have different fee structure. They have different expense ratio. Yes, D is the correct statement. Okay, D is actually a correct statement. There is nothing wrong in the D statement. Hello, hi, hi, hi. So sweet. Everyone is just managing their babies plus class plus the office plus bag. Salute to you all. Okay, you are all studying, you are all managing your bank, you are all managing your children. Okay, children is not only managed are not only managed by females. We have male also who are just looking after the babies, right? Because for example, I am just teaching the class here, right? So my 2-year old son is actually managed by my husband. Okay, he is actually taking care, and my mother-in-law is taking care of my son, just roaming around. Okay, coming and just going. Yes, we are all in the same place. Okay, mutual fund. offers investors diversifications by pooling money from many investors to purchase a variety of securities. Correct? Mutual funds offers diversifications, right? This is the correct statement. There is nothing wrong in the first statement. Net asset value is also correct. The definition is given correctly. All the mutual fund are actively managed. Pause. We have active mutual fund also, passive mutual fund also. Passive means which actually just invest in the portfolio which is given. The fund manager are not actively participating to maximize the profit, right? They are just copying the already existing blueprint of a investment, right? Like Nifty 50, Sensex 30. Okay, so active also and passive also. So C is the incorrect statement. So yes, we have to choose the correct answer. Incorrect statement, so C is the correct answer. Okay, everyone, done. Can we move to the next question, guys? Everyone, at least just please like and share the video, guys. Whoever is watching this session, at least just please like and share the video. Everyone, guys, just share it in the group. Just at least like and share it in the group. Next question. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Please choose the incorrect statement here, everyone. Please choose the incorrect statement here. Life insurance protect the individual from the financial consequences of premature death. Pension product addresses the risk of living too long so that one's resources are adequate to support one standard of living during the old age. Okay, vesting age, when one pays a specific amount regularly until the person's retirement. Accumulation stage means once the individual retired, he get a steady flow of income from the rest of the life. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Simple, we have to choose the incorrect statement here. Everyone just choose the incorrect statement. Very simple. See, life insurance definition is correct. Pension product definition is correct. So this is the correct statement. Okay. Now, vesting stage, when one pays a specific amount regularly until the person's retirement. When we have to see vesting stage, it is not vesting stage. This is actually an accumulation stage. Accumulation stage means when one pays a specific amount regularly until the person's retirement. Whereas accumulation stage, vesting stage, the definition of the vesting stage, when you are in the position that you are reaping the benefit of the pension product, right? So second and third, they are actually interchanged. C is the correct answer. We have to choose the incorrect statement. Okay, done. Next question. Now, a multinational company is considering three different stages to expand its operation into new country. Situation 1, situation B, and situation C. Okay. Now we have to identify the strategy in each situation. Very easy question. A company planned to build a brand new manufacturing facility from the ground up on a previously underdeveloped piece of land. The company intended to purchase an existing manufacturing plant is currently underutilizing, allowing them to upgrade the facility and improve production efficiency. The company decided to partner with a local firm to co-invest in a new project, sharing resources, expertise, and profit. Now we have to identify the correct situation, correct strategy here. No issues, Ruchi, no issues. Okay, so tell me the correct answer, everyone. Three different strategy. Very simple. You have to just pick up the hook word here. Just pick up the hook word here. First, plan to build a brand new manufacturing facility from the ground up on a previously underdeveloped piece of land. So this is what everything built from the ground up. greenfield investment. Then a company intended to purchase an existing manufacturing plant, that is brownfield, right? And a company decide to partner with a local firm to co-invest in a project, that is known as joint venture. Green, brown, and joint field venture. A is the correct answer. Red, clear. A is the correct answer. Done. Now, next question. Which of the following is the first Indian company and the first bank of the financial institution from non-Japan Asia to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange? Everyone. To be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. First Indian company and the first bank or the financial institution from non-Japan Asia to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Yes, ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, as well as ICICI is also the first universal bank to be established after the recommendation when the DFIs has converted their functions to a universal bank. Okay, so the first universal bank is also ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, right? Yes, next question. The various functions of ICICI is or are, okay, providing finance in form of short term and medium term loan and equity participation, sponsoring underwriting new issue of shares and other securities, guaranteeing loan availed by enterprises from other lenders. We have to choose the various functions of ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. We have to choose the various function of ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Everyone. Okay. Providing finance in the form of short term and medium term loan and equity participation. ICICI is actually for medium to long term loans, right? So, first is wrong. Sponsoring and underwriting, true. Guaranteeing loans, true. Second and third is the correct answer. First is wrong. Because see, ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, they are responsible for long to medium term loan. Okay? Okay? Everyone? Clear? Okay, so now everyone, let's have a 5 minute break. Okay? 5 to 7 minutes break, right? 5 to 7 minute break, everyone. Let's have a break right now and then we just move forward. Okay, everyone? Let's have a break right now. Okay, and then we just move forward. Okay, okay, guys. Okay, everyone. Audible to everyone? Everyone, am I audible, guys? Done? Okay, so can we move to the next question, everyone? Can we move to the next question? Can we move to the next question? Okay. Now, identify which type of financial integration is reflected in the following situations. Okay. Situation 1. A commercial bank in India offer both deposit and loan product, and the interest on the deposit and loan move closely around a common benchmark rate like the call money rate. Okay. The government of India removed capital control to allow foreign investors to freely invest in Indian equity and bond market and harmonize regulations with global financial standard. Situation C. India collaborate with neighboring Asian Clearing Union under the Asian Clearing Union to facilitate regional trade payments and settlement in local currencies. Now we have to identify here the situation. Everyone, everyone, please answer this question. Chandan is saying A, Gopal is saying A, Ruchi is saying A, Himanshu A, Hiran, Sharmila. Everyone answer this question. So first, a commercial bank in India offer deposits and loans, and the interest rate on the deposit and loan move closely around a benchmark, common benchmark rate like a local money rate. Yes, that is a domestic integration, true. Next, Government of India removes capital control to allow foreign investors to freely invest in Indian equity. Yes, that is a global integration. An Asian Clearing Union, regional integration. Right. So the correct answer is A. True. Yes, A is the correct answer. Any doubt in this question? Any doubt in this question, guys? Any doubt in this question? Done? Okay. Now, next question. XYZ Export is a mid sized company with a decent credit profile. It has recently backed a large export order from a new international buyer. Then this payment is 120 days post invoices. Yes, time for fun. There are some questions which are repeated. Okay, so because this is a final marathon, okay, so I have to give you the revision. I have to give you the new plus old questions. Okay, so we have some new questions, we have some old questions. Okay, don't worry. So now the payment term is 120 days post invoices. XYZ urgently need cash to execute the transaction but is also concerned about the buyer's payment behavior as it is a new relationship. Okay, the finance manager prefer a solution that include monitoring collection and possibly protecting the company from the buyer's credit risk. However, the company is open to limited recourse if needed and wanted to avoid assigning the entire receivables book upfront. Now there are lot of things which are given here. This mid-sized company, good credit profile, large export order, payment term 120 days. Okay. Then we have a limited recourse option also, which is given. Now, which of the financing solution is most appropriate for this particular export? Full services factoring, bill discounting with recourse, full service factoring without recourse, factoring with limited recourse, working capital loan against export order with assignment of full ledger. Everyone, read out the question carefully and then answer. Now there are lot of things given. You have to answer. There are lot of things given. Now you have to answer here accordingly. There are lot of things given and you have to answer it accordingly. See, everyone, okay, everyone just please answer this question. Okay, okay. A, B, and D. All of you are confused in either A, B, or D. In fact, the correct answer is C. Now let's analyze all the things which are given. First of all, see in option A, full servicing factoring without recourse covering all the receivables. Now, full services without requirements or without recourse factoring, it actually require that XYZ have to full assign the receivable general to the factor. When it is a full servicing factoring, remember, in this full servicing factoring you have to assign the complete invoice to the factor. And it is important to note that the company don't want to give the entire receivables book upfront. They don't want to assign it completely to the factor, right? So A cannot be the answer. A cannot be the answer. Why? Because see, full services factoring without recourse to ठीक है, that is fine. But full services factoring means you have to hand over the invoice completely to the factor. You are assigning completely to the factor. And that what XYZ don't want. So A cannot be the answer. Now, if you are saying that bill discounting is the best thing, now bill discounting doesn't offer collection support or buyer risk coverage. You know that bill discounting is always done with factoring. Bill or with recourse. Bill discounting is always done with recourse. Okay. It means that if the buyer refuses to pay, okay, that discounting agency can recover the loss from the seller. It is always without with recourse. Okay, here you have to transfer the risk also. Okay, so bill discounting cannot be a good option because first of all it doesn't offer collection support. Second, it doesn't cover the risk. Okay, so here you cannot have this option also. Now, third, factoring with limited resource on a selective invoices, that is called as the hybrid model. So we can just go for a hybrid model. Hybrid model means mixture. Okay, hybrid model is a model where risk is actually shared between the seller and the financer. Financer means any factor or bank. Okay, now the financer will cover the loss up to certain limit. Okay, and under certain coverage. Okay, for example, if there is an agreement between the seller and the factor that okay, I am just going to cover the risk of to 75%, rest 25% you have to bear. So this is known as limited recourse. Limited recourse means some risk is transferred to the factor while some risk remain with the seller. And that what XYZ want. XYZ want to have a limited recourse. Okay, XYZ want to have a facilities of the bill collections also, or a facilities of the collection of the payments also. Plus they don't want to sign it completely also. So hybrid model work best in this. Hybrid model means where the risk is shared between the seller and the factors, right? So C is the answer. Now, working capital loan, it is never be the option. Why? Because you cannot transfer the risk. You always have to return the money. You have to return the money here. So D cannot be the answer. So C is the best option here. Okay. Any doubt? No, now I have just clearly explained why C is the best option here. First of all, cash before buyers pay. Okay. Liquidity support, it is only provided in factoring. Unfamiliar buyer risk, partial risk is transferred, so limited recourse we have seen. Doesn't want to assign the complete ledger, so selective factoring allow this. Wants support also, so factoring wants or factoring give you the support also. And open for some risk, because when you have shared half of the risk, so half of the risk is actually with you. So limited recourse option, and everything is best suited in this C option, and so C is the correct answer. Any doubt here? See, if you have any doubt, please ask. Everyone. Ruchi, Smriti, Kiran, Gopal, Rigved, Irfan, Sharmila, Himanshu, Kiran, time for fun, everyone. Any doubt? And if no doubt, please give me a thumbs up, guys. And if no doubt, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. Next. NITI Aayog is tasked with a broad range of responsibilities that go beyond simply developing national policies. It focuses on long term goals, monitoring progress, fostering innovation, and ensuring inclusive growth across the country. Which of the following action would be least likely to be the priority for NITI Aayog based on its outlined function? Okay, so here we are based, this question is based on the NITI Aayog objectives. Okay, NITI Aayog broad sense of responsibilities, it focuses on long term monitoring progress, fostering innovation. So which of the following option would be least likely to be a priority of NITI Aayog? Means three are the priorities, one is not the priority, so you have to select with that option which are not aligning with the objective of NITI Aayog. Okay, understand the question. We have to choose that option which are not aligning with the objective of NITI Aayog, or which is least likely to be the priority for NITI Aayog. Everyone, please answer this question. Which is least likely to be the priority for NITI Aayog? Everyone. Okay, now you are saying C, and everyone else? Naveen, Smriti, Chandan, Ruchi. You are all saying C. Okay. So first, creating framework for sustainable development. So this is one of the very important function of NITI Aayog. NITI Aayog deeply focus on the long-term sustainable development, right? So this is priority. When we are talking about the A option, it is actually a priority. It is actually a main objective of NITI Aayog. It is not least likely the function. Monitoring the effectiveness of the existing program, again it is a function of NITI Aayog. Overseeing the implementation of immediate short term financial bailouts to address current economic challenges, yes, that is least likely to be the objective. Why? Because when we are talking about NITI Aayog, they are not short term focusing. First of all, they focused on long term policy, they focus on strategic planning. They are not providing you the short term solutions like financial bailouts. You are not receiving such positions and such requirements from the NITI Aayog. Okay, so they ensured long term development, they ensured equitable development. Okay, they are not responsible to handle the immediate financial crisis which are faced by the economy. So obviously C is not the objective. A, B, and D, these are the objective. So the correct answer is C. Everyone, the correct answer is C. Okay, done. Done, everyone. Can we move to the next question? Okay, which of the following is or are covered under the sustainable development goal? Which of the following is or are covered under the sustainable development goal? Everyone, which of the following covered under the sustainable development goal? No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well being, and quality education. Now I'm just looking so tired, and that's why I'm just not switching on the camera. Okay, everyone. That's why I'm not switching on the camera, because I'm looking so tired right now, and that's why I'm just switching off the camera. Okay, and just giving you the answers and explanation, and hope this is working fine for all of you. Which of the following is or are covered under the Sustainable Development Goal? Sustainable Development Goal. You know that no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, and quality education. All of the above are Sustainable Development Goal. Now, which number? Which number? This is very important. Okay, which number of Sustainable Development Goal? I have told you now. Which number of Sustainable Development Goal? Okay, no poverty, Sustainable Development Goal first. Zero hunger, Sustainable Development Goal second. Good health, well-being, Sustainable Development Goal third. Quality education, Sustainable Development Goal 4. This is SDG 1. This is SDG second. This is SDG third. This is SDG 4. Okay, so all of the above is the correct answer. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Yes. So this is the list I have given to you all. Okay. No poverty, zero hunger, good health, well-being, quality education, all the 17 sustainable development goal I have given. Most important is the 13 climate action, gender equality, quality education, good health, well-being, zero hunger, poverty. These are important, right? Clean water and sanitation. Okay. Reduce inequalities. Okay. Some goals are very important, right? So I just stick out some of the most important goals, okay, with number. Next question. Which of the following has or have occurred in India after the liberalization of economic policies in 1991? Liberalization of economic policies after 1991. What happens in India after the liberalization of the economic policies in 1991? Share of agriculture in GDP increased enormously. Share of India's export in the world trade increased. FDI's inflows increased, or India's foreign exchange reserve increased enormously. Which of the following has or have occurred in India after its liberalization for economic policies in 1991? Everyone, please answer this question. First of all, after the liberalization of economic policies 1991, LPG has been introduced. Share of agriculture in GDP increased enormously. No, this was not the consequence of the economic policies. No. Share of India's export increase. Yes. FDI's inflows increase. Yes. Globalization. This is because of the globalization and liberalization. India's foreign exchange reserve increased enormously. Yes. 2, 3, and 4. B is the correct answer. Yes. B is the correct answer. Yes, it actually decreased. True. Done. Where is Shamila? Why Shamila is not answering? Where is Shamila? Done. Next question. Now, three statements are given. Now, again, we have to choose which of the following is the correct one. Okay. Or incorrect. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Okay. ESG practice in bank mainly focuses on improving financial return with little regards for the broader ethical and social impact of their operation. Banks in India are increasingly incorporating ESG factor for disclosing diversity, human rights policies, support LGBT equity. Third, corporate governance in bank ensures that decisions are made solely in the interest of maximizing shareholder profit without consideration of long-term and social impact. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Guys, we have to choose the incorrect statement. Oh, sorry, correct statement. We have to choose the correct statement here. Just choose the correct statement here. Everyone, choose the correct statement. Just choose the correct statements, everyone. We have to choose the correct statement here. First, second, and third. Three statements are written. We have to choose the correct statement here. Everyone. Okay. B, first and second. These are the correct statement. Okay. Okay. First and second are the correct statement. Okay. Let's see. ESG practice in India mainly focus on improving financial return with little regard for the broader ethical and social impact of their operation. That is completely false. When you are talking about environmental, social, and governance, they are not focusing on improving the financial returns. This is not even the objective of ESG. EFG actually help you in balancing your financial growth, ethical practice, social and environmental responsibility. What is ESG? Environmental, social, and governance. By governance, you are focusing on the financial return. By governance, you are looking for the ethical practices in the corporate. And by social and environmental impact, you are just keeping an eye on the environmental and social impact, right? So first is not the correct statement. Now, second, Bank in India increasingly incorporating ESG by disclosing diversity, human right policy. This is the correct statement. Now, third, corporate governance in bank ensure that decisions are made solely in the interest of maximizing shareholder returns. False. Okay, we have to choose the incorrect statement. C is the correct answer. First and third, these are the wrong statements. Okay, third is the correct answer because only second statement is correct here. Clear? Any doubt in this? Yes, C is the correct answer. Everyone, please like the video, guys. Okay, and you have to subscribe this channel. See, everyone, from tomorrow onwards, you know that we are starting PPB. Okay, tomorrow I will going to have a discussion that what topics comes in your exam and what topic haven't come in your exam, right? So we have analysis at morning 11:30 a.m. in the same YouTube channel. Okay, then after you have done and finished your IEIFS exam, from tomorrow's evening we are going to start the PPB capsule batch. Okay, and that all marathons will go on this channel. Again, PPB A, B, C, D marathon, then final marathon 1 and 2, complete thing goes on this channel. So you have to subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification icon so that you will be notified whenever there will be a live class in this channel. Okay, timing. So the timing for the analysis is 11:30 a.m. So as soon as you will be finishing your exam, please call me. Okay. I am waiting for your call tomorrow. Everyone. Done? Okay. Now we have to choose what? We have to choose the correct statement here. We have to choose the correct statement here. Green bonds are the bonds issued by any sovereign entity, intergovernmental group, alliance, and corporation with the aim that proceeds of the bond are utilized for the project classified as environmentally sustainable project. India started issuing green bonds in 2015. Most of the green bond issued have a maturity period of 5 years and above, but less than 10 years. Everyone, please answer this question. We have to choose the correct statement here. We have to choose the correct statement here. PPB time 7 p.m. daily. 7 p.m. daily. Marathons for PPB 8 a.m. Same pattern we are following. Okay. In the evening theory classes, we are completing module 8. Tomorrow morning in the session, okay, 8 a.m. we are going to have a marathon. Okay. So marathons for 8 a.m. Theory session 7 p.m. Okay. We have to choose the correct statement. Yes, all of the above are the correct answer. True. Next question. Eligible issuers who total CP issuance during a calendar year is dash or more shall obtain a credit rating from the CPs from at least 2 CRA registered with SEBI, should adopt the lower of the two rating. Everyone, answer this question. Eligible issuers whose total commercial paper issuance during a calendar year is dash or more should obtain a credit rating from the issuance of CPs from at least 2 CRA registered with SEBI and should adopt the lower of the two rating. Everyone, please answer this question. Yes, it is 1,000 crore. Yes, it is 1,000 crore. Right, right, everyone. It is 1,000 crore. True. Simple. One word. Okay. Next question. Okay. ABC is launching a compulsory book building issue. The total net offer to the public is 1,000 crore. At the close of the bidding, this is the option. Based on the SEBI rules for book build issue, what should happen next? Everyone, please answer this question. See, read out this question and answer. I'm just switching off the camera. Read out this question and answer. Everyone, read out this question and answer. Compulsory book building issue. Compulsory book building issue. Compulsory book building issue, guys. Okay. First of all, we know that QIB subscribes 700 crore of the share in a compulsory book building issue. QIB's qualified institutional buyer should be at least, first of all, just remember the data. Okay. 17% at least. Okay. 75% at least. Okay. Net institutional investor be should not be more than 15%. Okay, just always remember these percentage. Okay, retail institutional should not be more than 10%. Okay, now here, QIBs are 700 crore, 1075%. It should be 750 crores and above. And if the QIBs are not matching, if you are failing to give the 75% minimum requirement for the QIBs, you have to refund it. Full refund should be made without any adjustment. There is no partial adjustments are allowed, although these tools are correct. Okay, but here it should be 750 instead of 700, and that's why the full thing should be refunded. The issue must be refunded because the minimum 75% of the KIB criteria is not met. B is the correct answer. Yes, please share the compulsory and voluntary percentage. Okay, give me 1 minute, everyone. I am giving you the same thing which I have taught you in the class. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Everyone, okay. So this is for your revision, everyone. This is for your revision. First of all, what is a book building process? Everyone, what is a book building process? Okay, so book building process is actually a process which is a demand for the securities proposed to be issued by a corporate body. Okay, so whatever the demand is actually given, okay, by a corporate body, that process is called as a book building process. And there are two things: voluntary and there is a compulsory book building. In a voluntary, RRIs should not less than 35%, NNIs not less than 15%, and QIBs not more than 50%. Whereas in compulsory book building issue, it is at least 75%. And if you are failing to have a subscription, you have to refund it. Okay. NNIs should not be more than 15%, and RIIs should not be more than 10%. Qualified institutional buyers, net non-institutional buyer, retail institutional buyers. So this is compulsory and this is the voluntary book building issue. Okay, everyone. So this is for your revision. Okay, so that you should have in one PDF the same thing. Okay. Now, next, the eligibility criteria in a tri-party agent is or are. The eligibility criteria in a tri-party agent is or are. All the tri-party agents, first of all, need prior authorization from the SEBI. The applicant should have minimum paid up share capital of 5 crore. The applicant should have past experience of at least 10 years in the financial sector in India or abroad. We have to choose the correct statement here. 1 and 2, 2 and 3, all of the above or none of the above. The eligibility criteria for tri-party agents is or are. The eligibility criteria of a tri-party agent is or are. Everyone, please answer this question. The eligibility criteria. We have to choose the correct statement here. So you are saying C, all the statements are correct. You are saying C, all the statements are correct. Okay. Just read out the question carefully, guys. Only Gopal and time for fun is correct. Only Gopal and time for fun is correct. Okay, time for fun, your name. What is your name? Okay, so here, all tri-party agent needs prior authorization from SEBI. What is the work of SEBI in a tri-party agent? Tri-party means the settlement of the collaterals and the settlement of the financial transactions between RBI and the commercial bank. It don't need authorization from SEBI, it needs authorization from RBI. The applicant should have a minimum paid up equity share capital of 5 crore. Again, first, it should have a minimum paid up capital of 25 crore. Wrong. Past experience of at least 5 years. Again, wrong. So none of the above is the correct answer here. Vinay, none of the above is the correct answer. Right. None of the above is the correct answer here. Okay. Clear? Okay, done. Next question. IDBI was established in 1964 as a wholly owned subsidiary of everyone. IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India. IDBI was established in 1964 as a wholly owned subsidiary of. See, the ownership of IDBI, when initially Industrial Development Bank of India was set up in 1964, it was completely owned by Reserve Bank of India. Later, RBI has diluted their shares and the ownership has been transferred to central government. Okay, then central government allows the public private partnership in this, and now the stake of government is only left out with 58%. So now the central government is only the 58% owner of IDBI. Earlier 100% owner, later privates are also allowed, so the reducing the stake of the shares of central government to 58%. And in the initial stage, Reserve Bank of India was the owner of Industrial Development Bank of India. Clear? Okay. Everyone who is watching this video, please at least like and share the video, guys. At least just like the video. Done. Next question. In 1976, IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India, introduced the soft loan scheme. Remember this. Introduced the soft loan scheme to provide financial assistance to product units in which of the following selected industries? We have to answer this. In 1976, IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India, introduces the soft loan scheme to provide financial assistance to product unit in which of the following selected units or selected industries? Everyone, please answer this question. Soft loan scheme means what? Giving interest free loan, right? So, in 1976, Industrial Development Bank of India introduced this scheme in cement, cotton, textile, jute, sugar, and certain engineering industries. All of the above is the correct answer. All of the above is the correct answer, guys. They have introduced it in all the sectors. They have introduced it in all the sectors. They have introduced it in all the sectors, right? All of the above is the correct answer. Done? Okay, next question. Choose the correct statement about the loan scheme of SIDBI. Choose the correct statement about the loan scheme of SIDBI. Small Industrial Development Bank of India. So, SMILE, minimum loan size 50 lakh for equipment finance, minimum loan size for other is 1 crore up to the period of 10 year. Loan under the partnership with original equipment manufacturer, loan up to 1 crore and loan tenure is up to 5 years. We have to choose the correct statement here. And you have to tell me the answers also. Means if it is wrong, why it is wrong. If it is wrong, why it is wrong. If it is wrong, why it is wrong. You have to answer that also. Okay. If it is wrong, why it is wrong, you have to answer that also. Okay. So yes, you are all saying B is the correct answer. ठीक है. B is the correct answer. Loan under the partnership of original equipment manufacturer. Here the loan is up to 1 crore and the tenure is 5 year. That is correct. Okay. Now we have to choose the correct statement about the SIDBI. Under SMILE, which is SIDBI Make in India Soft Loan Fund for MSME, minimum loan size is 50 lakh for the equipment finance. No, 10 lakh for the equipment finance, and for other it is 25 lakh. Time period is correct, so first is wrong. Okay, 10 and 25 lakh, remember this. Okay, done. Next question, we have to choose the correct statement. Export Import Bank of India, Exim Bank, was established in the terms of Export Import Bank of India Act 1981, passed in 1981 and commenced its operation in 1982. Bank is a wholly owned by RBI and was set up for the purpose of financing, facilitating and promoting foreign trade in India. The bank provides 360-degree support to the export-oriented unit by catering long-term loan requirement that help exporter finance new project, expand, modernize, or purchase new equipment or carry out R&D. Choose the correct statement here. Read out carefully the question and then answer. Read out carefully the question and then answer. Everyone. C. Now you are saying C is the correct answer. Okay. Export Import Bank of India was established in the term of Export Import Bank of India Act 1981, commenced in operation in 1982. Correct statement. Bank is a wholly owned by RBI. No, it is completely owned by Government of India. So this is wrong. 360-degree support to export oriented unit. Correct. So first and third. This is the correct statement. Second is the wrong answer. Yes, C is the correct answer, everyone. True. C is the correct answer, everyone. Clear? Yes, clear. Can we move to the next question, guys? Next, which of the following development financial institution has a role of counseling NRIs for investments in India? Counseling NRIs for investments in India. Which of the following DFIs had a role of counseling non-residential Indians for investments in India? Correct answer is yes, ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct regarding liquidity adjustment facility? Which of the following statement is correct regarding the liquidity adjustment facility? We have three statements written here. Which of the following statement is correct regarding liquidity adjustment facility? Liquidity adjustment facility is a tool used by Reserve Bank of India to manage liquidity in the banking system by adjusting the cash reserve ratio. Under ALF, RBI conduct repo and reverse repo operation to inject or absorb liquidity from the banking system. LAF is generally used to control long-term interest rate and manage inflation in the economy. So we have to choose the correct statement regarding the liquidity adjustment facility, LAF, liquidity adjustment facility. Am I saying C? Ruchi is saying C, and everyone else? Answer this question. Everyone who is watching this video, please like the video, guys. Everyone, please at least like the video. Everyone, please at least like the video. Okay, first, LAF is a tool by RBI, that is true. To manage liquidity, that is true. By adjusting CRR, that is wrong. It is by adjusting repos and reverse repos, right? So first is wrong. Under ALF, RBI conduct repo and reverse repo operation to inject and absorb liquidity. True. LF is generally used to control long-term interest rate first. It is for the short-term interest rate, right? So first and third are wrong. Only second is the correct statement. C is the correct answer. True. Everyone, true. Okay, done. Next question. The pink revolution in India is associated with the production of what? The pink revolution is related with the production of what? Pink revolution is related with the production of what? Simple question. And this is actually a PYQ. This is actually a PYQ. This is actually a PYQ. Yes, pharmaceuticals. Learn all the complete revolution detail, everything. Please learn the revolution list and expect one question tomorrow from here. Next, as per RBI, the maximum denomination of the currency note that can be issued in India is again a PYQ. The maximum denomination of the currency which is issued in India is what? RBI Act, as per RBI Act. Yes, it is 10,000. True. Next question. We have to choose the correct statement. Bancassurance is defined as the selling of insurance product through NBFCs only. The concept of bancassurance as root in France. It commenced in India in year 2000 when the government issued a notification under the Banking Regulation Act, which allowed Indian bank to undertake insurance distribution business. We have to choose the correct statement here. Choose the correct statement here regarding bancassurance. Choose the correct statement here regarding bancassurance. B, second and third are correct statement, okay? And everyone else, please answer this question. Correct statement. Okay, B. All of you are wrong. All of you are wrong. Bancassurance is defined as the insurance product, selling of insurance product through NBFCs only. Okay, that is wrong. It is through banks. Concept of bancassurance, yes. In India, it commenced in not 2000. It is 2010. It is 2000. So this is wrong. Only second is the correct statement here. Done? Clear? Okay, next question. Which of the following is not included in the monetary policy framework of RBI? Simple question. Which of the following is not included in the monetary policy framework of Reserve Bank of India? Which of the following is not included in the monetary policy framework? Which of the following is not included in the monetary policy framework? Repo, reverse repo, bank rate, these are the part. Exchange rate are not the part of the monetary policy framework. Yes, obviously, D is the correct answer. Next. Now again a PYQ. This is a PYQ. Consider the following statement about the recent initiative in the Indian railway sector. One station, one product concept aims to help local business and supply chains. 200 PM Gati Shakti cargo terminals for multimodal logistic are to be developed during the next 3 years. 400 new generation Vande Bharat train are planned to be manufactured during the next 3 years. Which of the following statements are correct? Everyone. This is regarding the recent initiative taken in the Indian Railway. Everyone. Please, everyone, like the video, guys. Whoever is watching this session, please just like the video. Everyone. Everyone answer this question. Karthik is saying D. All the statements are correct. Okay. Ruchi, 100 PM Gati Shakti. Okay. So, correct answer. What is the correct answer? Everyone, just tell me what is the correct answer. Hema is saying B. Smriti is saying B. Ruchi is saying B. Karthik is saying D. Kavita also B. Gopal B. Okay, B is the correct answer. One station, one product concept aims to help business and supply chain. That is correct statement. 200 PM Gati Shakti, no, 100 PM Gati Shakti terminals. Okay, here Ruchi is correct. Right, second is wrong. And third, 400 new generation Vande Bharat trains are planned to be manufactured. That is also correct. So if we talk about this, first is correct, second is wrong because it is only 100 PM Gati Shakti cargo terminal, and third is correct. So first and third is the correct answer. B is the correct answer, right, everyone? Yes, B is the correct answer. No, no winner, not C. B is the correct answer. Okay. Chalo, this is the last question. Okay. And we have to wind this session up. This is the last. ESG is considered as the modern dimension of which of the following? This is the last question for everyone. Just let's wind up the session. This is the last. This is the last thing. ESG is considered as the modern dimension of which of the following? ESG is considered as the modern dimension of which of the following? Yes, it is the corporate social responsibility. ESG is environmental, social, and governance. Okay, one more. A multi cap fund is characterized by which type of mutual fund? One more. A multi cap fund is characterized by which of the following mutual fund? Multi cap. Multi cap. Yes, it is equity. Chalo, one more last. Okay, this is last. Which committee's recommendation leads to RBI issuing guideline for all credit institution to become the member of all credit information companies? Which committee's recommendation led to RBI's issuing guideline for all credit institution to become the member of all credit information companies? Yes, Aditya Puri committee. Right. So, this is your class, everyone. Okay. Did you all enjoy the session today? This did you all enjoy the session today? Guys, this is the final marathon I have given to you. I have put my complete heart to give you the maximum important question that I can give you, the important concepts. Okay, some one and two questions I have made a mistake in framing that question, and that I am sorry from my side. Okay, I have corrected it in the class meanwhile. Okay, now tomorrow is your examination. Tomorrow is your examination. Everyone, all the best. First of all the best, do your best. Okay, I know that you will be clearing your examination. I am waiting for the calls. Okay, please just comment. Please just comment in the video, okay, in any video of the YouTube, my video, okay, that you have cleared your examination and your marks also. Meanwhile, there is a form which has been given. Okay, so you just fill up the form which is pinned in the comment section. Please just fill that form up, everyone. Okay, please just fill that form up. Okay, everyone, you have to become the part of JIB analysis. Tomorrow you have to fill that form up. Just save that form. Please give me the questions also. Once your shift has been completed for tomorrow, give me the questions also, right, everyone? Okay, don't be confused. Now you are all well versed for your examination. Please now don't just sleep, just go and sleep. Acha, don't just wait for 12 p.m. No, so 12 and then 1 a.m. and just you are going through and through and through. Just please go and sleep now. Okay, it is already a lot I have given to you. Okay, now it is 9:45. Please just go and sleep now. Just don't do anything, everyone. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Have a very good night. Take care, everyone. Okay, just do your best for your examination, and everyone, at least please like and share the video. Whoever is watching this session, please like the video and share as much as you can. And if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, please subscribe this channel and press the bell notification icon. Thank you. Have a very nice day. Take care. Bye bye, guys. Bye, everyone.